Hello everyone, welcome to the Dragon Rose Oracle channel. Today I have a pick a card for you. This pick a card is all about what makes you attractive to other people, why people want to be around you, things in your energy that make you appealing. So we'll hop right into it after the quick disclaimer. Tarot is just a tool for you. It's only meant to give you a possible outcome. Nothing is set in stone. So you guys have free will. If you hear something you don't like, that does not have to occur based on the actions you take. As well as if you hear something that doesn't resonate, just leave it. Take what resonates. This is a general reading. Anything else? I don't think so. Okay, you guys, so let's hop right in. This is pile 1 with malachite, pile 2 with the sunstone, pile 3 with the morganite. You guys can pause the video and select a pile. Timestamps will be listed in the description down below. So let's go. Hello, pile 1. Welcome to your reading. You guys chose the malachite. And with that, let's hop right into your first few tarot cards here. First, we have the 8 of Coins, or the 8 of Pentacles. Again, this is all for what makes you attractive. Next we have the 10 of Wands. And lastly we have the 9 of Coins. Alright, you guys. First thing that's jumping out to me is this 10 of Wands. What this is telling me is that you guys are people who are really good at multitasking, or not even multitasking, but just like getting a lot of things done. You're people who like to have a lot of projects going at the same time, or you're people who can handle having many projects at the same time. You guys make really good leaders. You also are just very hard workers, very dedicated. You have a type of passion that, like, you have so much energy that you can spread it out over multiple different things and projects and people. You are very good at keeping in touch with people is another thing that I'm seeing. And here again with the 8 of Pentacles, just reaffirming this like very hard worker but also very passionate worker. You take a lot of pride in the work that you do. I get a sense that you're organized, or if you're not very organized, you are very on top of things. You get them done and you have a lot of joy doing it. I know it doesn't look like it from this card, but that's the vibe that I'm getting. And that people around you really admire that about you. You're someone who is very easily looked up to. You also might be prone to taking on like a mentorship. You're somebody that's seen as very responsible, so people look to you for advice. They look to you to mentor them. It's like almost like mom energy I'm getting, kind of. And with that 9 of Pentacles, I see that you bring a lot of things to fruition. You guys, when you set your mind to something, when you commit to something, people around you know it's going to succeed because you are just somebody who brings so much life. You breathe in life almost to everything that you touch, and that's a very attractive quality about you guys. This extends from like work or projects also to relationships. You guys are also people who you're not the mindset of like it's you versus me. It's more of like it's us versus our issues. You are a person who is very much who can look at a daunting task and say, let's take it one at a time. Let's take it one branch at a time. Let's do it from the ground up, you know? And if we don't like what we have, let's redo it. You're somebody who's very easily, you easily transform situations as well. You're not afraid to take 10 steps backwards, to go 20 steps forward. That's a weird way of phrasing it, but that's kind of what I'm getting. It's like you also can be very extreme, but with extreme results. Yes, all right, I'm gonna move on, see what else you guys have. More things that make you attractive. Oop, 2 cards came out. Okay, let's get one more. Okay. All right, let's see what else you guys have. Here we have the 5 of Wands. We also have the Six of Wands. Okay. And we have the Ten of Swords. All right, let's start with number one. You guys have two tens. I want to point that out. You have two tens. You guys are very good, once again, at completing things. You're very good at getting things done. And in this Ten of Swords, what I really like about the depiction is, even though this fox has passed on, it's still being nourishment for these vultures. It's still feeding these vultures. So what I see is you guys are able to end things, and no matter what state they ended in, whether that was like a good thing or a bad thing, you guys are able to take that, to take what was working and to improve upon it and to move on. You guys are people who can move on very quickly. While you tend to succeed a lot, even if you don't, it's still success anyway, right? It's like either you win or you learn. You're very, I also get very like intellectual, not just passionate, but very intellectual vibes. You guys are prone to, there is this kind of sense of like you guys can get caught up in your mind. You can get caught up in how you think. You can get caught up in, I would say, like maybe even like some overwhelming, like you guys easily fall into overwhelming thoughts, but it's not something you dwell on. I see it's like you get on that page and you get off that page. It's like a very quick transition, and that's very, you don't wallow in your self-pity, and you quickly bring yourself to a place of empowerment. And I see that in this Six of Wands. This is the card of victory. This is a card of you're forging your own path. People respect you. People see you. People know that you, they understand who you are and they understand what you're capable of, and that brings a lot of respect to you. And if there is like any conflict, like you see here with the Five of Wands, because it was next to the Six of Wands, I get the sense that you come out on top a lot. You are the winner. You know, you're not afraid to like call people out. I think that's kind of funny. You're not afraid to call people out, to tell them you're not working as hard. You expect the best of people. You require the best of them. And when they don't give you the best that they have to offer, when they don't give you 100%, you're not afraid to tell them that you're not doing this the right way. You're not up to my level. And I need you to be, if you want to keep doing this, if you want to keep being here with me, you have to step up. Yeah. Anything else I'm really seeing here? No, I think that's all good. Okay, you guys, let's go on. I'm gonna pull a couple oracle cards for you guys. Anything more about what's attractive about pile number one? Oof. You guys are very, 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 what's the word? It slipped me just now. Positive people. That's what I want. Very positive. Here we have milk and honey. You guys are very optimistic people. That's very attractive about you. You're also, here as it says, flexible, so you're not set in stone. Like I was saying again with the extremes, you're not afraid to reassess and to improve upon whatever you're working on, whether that's a relationship or a situation or a project. You guys are always followed. You are like people who naturally bring success with you before anything has even transpired. You know what I mean? You just bring the vibe of success and of like abundance. You naturally have this like abundance energy to you, and it's not just in the material things, but it's also in the emotional. And I think that's why you can sometimes get overwhelmed, is because you're constantly like, you have so much to give. And sometimes it just builds up inside of you. You're people who have very intense emotions, like almost emotions that are so intense you don't know how to even describe them to other people. You can't always put them into words. Anything else? Anything else? I'm looking, you guys. Overall, I think we can get into overall messages. I'm gonna pull an overall energy card for you guys. Yeah, I'm gonna use this deck. Overall energy for overall. Oof, okay, it popped out. All right, oops, sorry, you guys, this was in reverse. This was in reverse, but your overall energy is this strength card, and that's absolutely true. You guys are just, you can't really see that, put it right there. You guys are incredibly strong-minded, strong-willed people. You will things into creation, like a lot of masculine energy almost, I'm feeling. You guys, but you have a lot of fun along the way. You know, you're very enjoyable to work with because you're flexible, because you're responsible and dedicated, and people really are drawn to that commitment that you have. That determination is a very attractive quality that you guys can make, you know, wine out of water almost in any situation. It doesn't matter what state you come into the project, the relationship, it doesn't matter, because you're going to make it better. You're going to energize it. That's just something you guys naturally do. So yeah, you guys, I think that's all I'm really seeing for you guys. You guys have very intense energy, and it's lovely, and you guys sound like bomb people, so keep on shining, keep on doing you guys. And yeah, I'll see you next video. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye. Hello, group number 2. Welcome to your reading. You guys chose the Sunstone. Okay. With that, let's get right into your first few tarot cards here. This is all about, once again, what makes you attractive. Number 1, we have the Star. Number 2, we have the Moon. And number 3, we have the Six of Wands. Oh my goodness, you guys. All right. Okay, let's get right into it. Here we have, first of all, the Star card. And the Star card here, you guys shine. When you step into a room, people notice. People notice you. You instantly, like, you lift the vibration of the room. You guys are very powerful speakers, I hear. When you talk, people turn their heads, they listen. You're a very nurturing person. Like, naturally, you also have a very discerning, almost intuition. Like, you'll naturally be able to feel what's going on with a person or with a situation. You intuitively know their situation, and I guess that will link into this Moon card. You are very, what makes you attractive is you see past the BS. You immediately know when someone's lying to you. You have an eye for illusions. You also are very emotional people, in like a really good sense, empathic, and because you have this eye for illusions, this empathicness is kind of put to its best use, because it's there to help people who are really suffering, or to help or get energized by the people around them. You don't really fall into that negative energy, or at least not anymore, if that was a thing in the past, because you guys are realizing the full potential. Like, you're also people that honor your cycles. You honor when you're feeling low or when you're feeling high. You honor the way that you interact with the world. And you also, it's also like the Moon is giving me this vibe of almost like kind of eccentric people, and in the best way possible. You seem very creative, very in touch with, because you're in touch with your emotions, you express them in creative ways, whether that's art or storytelling or music. You're people that need to express themselves. You might be drawn to interesting types of art. You might be very into, I almost get like other cultures, or you just want to know everything. You want to get in touch with many things. When you follow your natural urges, when you're drawn to something, you follow it to the fullest extent. With the Star card, with her holding this little lamb, I'm getting something. This lamb, you have a very attractive quality about you, where it's almost like people feel like You are someone they want to care for. It's a very attractive quality that you are almost like childlike in a sense. You are like uninhibited by the cruelty of the world. You're very optimistic and you're very like in your own world, but that's not a bad thing. People really like that. People really like that. They're gonna, when they go to you, they know they're gonna get an interesting conversation. They know they're gonna get a different insight into it, a different perspective. With the Six of Wands here, I see also that you're naturally like a very victorious person. You're somebody who forges their own path no matter what. This eccentricness bleeds into every aspect of your life, and that's more of like you have made a deliberate decision, or maybe even an unconscious decision, to not live by the status quo. You're going to do whatever it is that you feel called to do, what you feel drawn to do. You don't let other people interfere with that, your path in life. You're someone who gives me like the energy of like as soon as you feel almost like trapped in something, you're gone. You've moved on. You can't have that. You live under, you know, like you're somebody that has to be able to run free. You have to be able to explore and to live. Like you think of the world as your teacher. That's a very attractive quality. Because you don't stick to the status quo, because you don't follow the norms, you trust life as your teacher. People see that freedom that you have and are very almost envious of it because you are so left of center. And that's such a good, like that's a good thing, obviously. All right. I think I see one more thing in the Six of Wands. I'm just gonna let the message come in. You might also be people who you look at something, you also extend upon those creative urges that you have. Like it's not just painting, it's not just music. Like I feel like you're creative in multiple senses and you combine them a lot, and you feel really passionately about almost alchemizing things, making them more than what they were, you know what I mean? Like if you sew, you draw on your sewing. You know, like when you paint stuff on, like that's kind of the image I'm getting. You like to put things together. You like to innovate. That's the word, innovation. You guys are innovators. Okay, you guys, let's get some more things. Okay. More attractive things about you guys. All right. Okay, you guys. All right. Okay. Here we have the Seven of Wands. You are people who stand in their powers very, very easily. You know exactly who you are, you know exactly what you want, and you are never afraid to stand up for that. And it's like almost like people see you as a very gentle energy. They see you like, and they think because you are somebody who's kind of out there that they can, sometimes they feel like they can take advantage of that. But as soon as they do, you very easily and very, directly show them that that's not the case, that you're more than capable of standing up for yourself and for telling them exactly, and like calling them out. Yeah, and then in the Three of Wands, you are not afraid to go on a journey. You're not afraid to go on a journey, even if it's like alone. You guys, again, like this is the image that I got when I was talking about that freedom. Like you guys are people who love to, like, even nature freedom type of thing, where you like hiking, you like going out and exploring the wild. You need nature, and you really connect to nature, and that's a very attractive thing about you. You seem like a very grounded person for that reason. You, with the Three of Wands, again, like it's like a energy of I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna do this thing and I don't care. Like you always feel like there's something calling to you out there. there's something more out there, and you always follow that urge, and that's very attractive to people, because a lot of people, you know, what they seek is security. They really want security and stability in their life, but you're kind of like, no, I would rather have freedom. I would rather have adventure. I would rather go into the unknown, you know what I mean? Okay, and the very last card here we have is the Queen of Wands. You guys have a lot of wand energy down here. A lot of passion. A lot of passion, you guys. Fire energy. With the Queen of Wands, you are people who, despite having the almost like outward projection of innocence and childlikeness, there is a maturity to you. And that maturity comes from this knowing what you value and knowing your priorities in life. There is a kindness to you, but it's like a double-edged sword. Because again, with that Seven of Wands, you're not afraid to tell people exactly how you feel, exactly what you want. And you're not afraid to go and get it. And it's almost like a ruthlessness in that. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but you're willing to do whatever it takes to feel free and to feel like you're making your own decisions and to feel like you have like control in the way that your life goes, in the way of like total autonomy in yourself and in life. You give me very like who run the world kind of energy. Like you're the queen of your own little kingdom, and that can exist, and it's like your kingdom exists wherever you go, wherever you choose to be. Yeah. All right, you guys, that is what I see in those cards for what makes you attractive. Now I'm going to pull some oracle cards for you about what makes you attractive, what makes you attractive. All right. So we have new life. Makes a lot of sense. And yin. That was so extra. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, yeah. So with the new life, you're not afraid to reinvent yourself. You have no problem picking up and starting somewhere new. Like, people should not be shocked that one day they wake up and you're like gone. Your social medias are gone. It's like you never existed, and all of a sudden you've moved to like England. Like, people would not be surprised, because you need that, or you are capable of that. Get Sagittarius energy, but that just might be because that's my moon. And then in the yin, you're also people who, oh, okay, this is something I can talk about. You're people who manifest extremely easily. You know, like when you say, I'm going to move to wherever in the world, I'm going to move to Korea, I'm going to move to Mexico, like it happens like that. Like, as soon as you state your new desire, the universe works very rapidly to bring you that opportunity. You never have to stress about that, because it's like without lifting a finger, you just say it and it comes to you. You're very powerful creators, and you're not afraid to use that. And you're also not afraid to like go out on a limb and say, this is something I want, and then to like get it and then be like, actually no, this is not what I want, and create something new. It's almost like you could have something that's like very obscure. Like, you could be like, I would like to have a jewelry making company, but this jewelry is only in this color, and it's gonna be a thing that I have for a year, and like you can get it like the next day, and then you do it for a year, or you don't, you realize that's not what I want, and then you can just switch it, and all of a sudden you're like an accountant. Like, you guys have that kind of energy where you can just do whatever you want whenever you want. We're cut off, but that's all that those cards are gonna say. I'm gonna get one last card here for your overall vibe. Overall vibe, the overall energy you kind of give people, the overall attractive qualities you guys have. Okay. Okay, King of Pentacles. You guys are very like, oops, oof. You guys have very like rich energy. You guys have very rich energy. You're seen, I think, overall as somebody who is, this is kind of going against, like, the King of Pentacles is almost like the opposite of what I've been saying this whole reading, but the overall energy you guys give is somebody who ultimately is in control of their lives. Like, there's so much emphasis on freedom that you can't nobody can look at you and say that you're not in control of your life, because you've been so deliberate in what you've wanted and what you've created for yourself. You guys are people who also very easily get the, like, not only opportunities, like King of Pentacles is, again, that kind of abundance energy of, like, getting opportunities, getting the money, getting the support to do all the things that you guys tend to want to do. So overall, it's very attractive that, you know, you live kind of everybody's fantasy, and you live that, like, desire for total autonomy and total freedom, and that's very, very attractive. So yeah, that's your guys' reading. Thank you, group number 2, for tuning in. I'm so happy for you guys. I guess, like, you guys have a great energy about you. So yeah, I hope you guys like this reading, and I'll hope to see you guys in the next one. So bye. Hello, group number 3, welcome to your reading. You guys chose the Morganite. Without further ado, let's get into your first couple tarot cards for what makes you attractive. You guys have the 6 of Cups. You have the 2 of Cups. And lastly, you have the 8 of Wands. All right. First off here with the 6 of Cups. You guys give very playful energy. You guys have you might have been drawn to group number 2 as well, but you guys have a very playful, youthful energy about you. You're people who probably belong in a Studio Ghibli film. Like, you take a lot of pleasure in these small things in life. With this crow up here, I almost get like you guys also have like, you guys like to collect things, almost like hoarder. Not really a hoarder, but you guys really like your stuff, and that's fine. You know, I admire that. I get that. You guys like a lot of trinkets. You might have a crystal addiction, and no judgment here, you know, of course not. You guys are You guys also might have like a green thumb. You might naturally be really good at growing things. Like, I see also maybe you have a plant addiction, succulents, indoor plants, gardening, and you're very giving. I get this idea of like you're very much like if one of your friends has a plant that's dying, you're somebody that will take it in, rehabilitate it, and then give it out. Or if like some neighborhood kid comes, I mean not neighborhood kid, but just like somebody approaches and is like, I would like a plant, or I would like a whatever, you're somebody that's really willing to give that. You're a very generous person. You're very in tune with your emotions as well. And I see that in the 2 of Cups, like you're very balanced emotionally within, and that leads to your outside relationships being very balanced. Like in both of these depictions, you can see that the relationships are very harmonious, very fulfilling for people. You're somebody who, I'm going to move to the 8 of Wands as well. You're somebody who very rapidly makes progress, and I see that especially in relationships. You're somebody who is very easy to get along with. That's very attractive about you. You're not only are you easy to get along with, not only are you kind, but you're somebody who thinks of everyone as a friend already. you are very in touch with your heart space. You're also somebody who approaches relationships from a very passionate standpoint. You're all about giving like 110%. You're probably somebody that doesn't mind saying I love you to people no matter what, like no matter what relationship they have to you. You're somebody who values emotional health and like relationships above a lot of things, and people really admire that about you, that you prioritize the people in your life rather than like material objects or material wealth. Trying to see if there's anything else really here. No. Okay, you guys. I'm sorry, that was really anticlimactic, but we're gonna move into some more cards for you to get some more insights about your what's attractive about you. So here we got some cards. Let's get one more. Okay. You're definitely a people person. You're very outgoing. Ooh, here we have the Fool, the Page of Cups, and the Nine of Pentacles. All right, you guys. So in the Fool, I see again like this childish energy that's very attractive about you, that you are almost like, you feel you have a type of freedom. You have like Disney princess energy. You're like a Disney princess in a Studio Ghibli film. I think you get along with animals really well. You get along with animals. You have a soft spot for animals. For people and animals, you really respect. You try to live your life in respect to others, like nature and the world and people. That's very attractive about you. You might be into like vegetarianism or veganism or something like that. You're just very eco-conscious. Speaking of animals, now I see there's a little bug here. Are you okay, buddy? Oh my gosh, no, not on. Okay, he's fine. Okay, we're all good. I was scared. Are you okay? Okay, he's fine. Okay. In this Page of Cups, the Page of Cups is, I really like the Page of Cups energy because it feels kind of like a very like gifted person, a person that's very in touch with their emotions. Again, you guys really might have been drawn to pile number 2, so if you feel inclined to pick that pile, like pick that pile as well, because very similar like energy of your mind doesn't think the way other people think. Like you're very unconventional. In the last group I also used the word eccentric. That's kind of what I'm getting here as well, but it is eccentric in a slightly different way. While there was like a mature energy about group number 2, you guys seem almost like entirely like in touch with your inner child, like this wonder for the world, this wonder for life. Like every little thing to you guys is amazing. Like you will wake up in the morning and think it's a miracle that the sun has come up. You really take pride in the little things. You have a very active imagination. These are all super attractive about you guys, that you can look at normal things and see a world inside of them, you know? Imagine it, like you also might have like psychic abilities that are very active, and I mean that in like, you talk, like people will look at you and think you're talking to yourself, but you're talking to like ghosts or spirits, or you know, whatever, your spirit guides. Like people, if they don't know you, might think you have like maybe a screw loose, but you live very authentically to you. You live very authentically. You live the way that you experience the world, and you experience the world in a way that's very almost like a little bit different than everybody else. It's very, I'm getting the word like tactile, like very hands-on. the way you connect super deeply with animals, with people, with plants. It's not normal. It's on a deeper level. It's like on a level that you can't put into words. And that's very attractive about you. And lastly, here in this Nine of Pentacles, I see that you guys are, I think of the Nine of Pentacles almost as like a wish fulfillment card. Like you, you have like that thing. I feel like you guys might believe in like, even like wishing upon stars, or like when you make a wish on a birthday candle, like that'll come true. Like you have these like, I'm gonna say childish, but again, I mean that in a really positive light, but like ways of looking at the world and looking how the world works. Like when you say, and it's a very playful energy with how the world works. So when you are trying to manifest something, for example, like you have a very like game-like mentality, and that's why it comes in very easily. You guys manifest very easily because you don't think of anything really as seriously as others might. Your head is always up in the clouds. You're always dreaming, daydreaming. You might be dancers. You might really like to dance. You might really like music. Some of you might have synesthesia. And if you do, comment down below, join the gang. You know what I mean? Yeah. I want to go a little deeper into this Knight of Pentacles here. You are also people who, like, how to explain this? You have a gracefulness when you walk, when you talk. You might have like a very melodic way of speaking. You come across sometimes, like I feel like to people around you, you come across as somebody that's very like dainty. Like you very much have this energy of people want to look out for you. I think that's very, like I said before, that's a attractive quality. I think people would like to come to your defense. You give a very like, people feel like they can trust you. People, it's almost like what you see is what you get. Is very attractive. You're very like your intentions are always very clear. You might be somebody who you can read your face very easily. You're not good at gambling. Like you've never won poker. Everybody knows when you're bluffing. But people really like that. They think it's very cute. They think it's adorable. Yeah. All right, I could say more, but it's all along the same lines kind of this childish thing. You also are, okay, this is weird, but I'm gonna say it. What's really attractive is you have an aesthetic and you stick to it. Like if this is you, let me know what kind of aesthetic you have, but you, like some of you, it's like very rainbow, very bright colors. Others of you, I see like pastel-y colors. But like if you look at this kind of, here, I'll hold up these cards. But if you look at this, like they all kind of have a very similar color scheme. It makes me think that you are very committed to your own aesthetic and you value that. Like you value the art that you're committed to, like the music you listen to, the clothes you wear, the way you even write. Everything to you is a form of self-expression and a way for people to kind of get to know you. So you take a lot of pride in that. Yes. All right, you guys, that is what I see in those cards. I'm gonna get a couple oracle cards for you to get a little bit more about your what makes you attractive. Okay, here we go. 1, 2. All right, we have chaos and conflict and to be fair. Again, I'm just going to quickly mention it. They have a very similar color scheme. Okay, in the to be fair, I see, ooh, that was my lamp. Okay, in the to be fair, I see you guys, you have a very strong sense of justice. You have a strong sense of what's right and what's wrong. Like, even though you give off like a childlike energy, it's not reflected in the way that you actually view the world. Like, you have a strong sense of what is right and what's wrong, and you're not afraid to, I don't want to say you're afraid to say it, but you're like, when asked upon it, you're very clear about your beliefs. Here with chaos and conflict, what I see that for you guys, what's attractive about that is that you, I guess that you navigate chaos and conflict with that kind of childlike sense of wonder, with that like manifesting ability. Like, it's very easy for you to look at a situation that others might be really down about, and you will say, no, this is going to work out, best case scenario, no problem. I don't know why we're spending time, why are we wasting energy thinking about this when I already know it's going to be the best. That's the kind of energy you give. All right, and like excuse me, and now I'm gonna get one final card for you guys, and that's gonna talk about the overall energy you guys project onto other people. Even if they don't know you, this is the energy you guys give off. You guys got the Lovers. Okay, yes, Lovers here, Two of Cups here. You're very relationship oriented. You're somebody who everybody wants to be around you. Everybody wants to be your friend. Everybody wants to be in a relationship with you. You're somebody that is so bright and giving and caring and just like emotionally rich. Everybody wants to be around you. Everybody wants to get in contact with you. Yeah, that's the overall energy you guys really give off. And yeah, I'm so happy for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning into your reading. I think that's all for you guys, group number 3. So thank you again, and I will see you guys in the next video. So